Hi, this is Paulina from Reason to Fine, and you're listening to The Bob and Katie Show.
It's okay. Like, just for a pregnant woman just to walk around, just like...
They can kill anybody.
Knocking people off left and right.
And not go to jail. Like, you're just walking down the street.
Like a new trend among pregnant women, like...
They're just running around yelling, vagina's not a dirty word! Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And this is episode 80, part 2. I mean, second try. I mean, last night sucked.
No, we could just call it the remix.
The remix?
No, last night didn't suck. Your computer sucked because we lost it all.
Everything we did last night, poof, gone. And it was good.
Forever.
It was good. It was a wonderful conversation that's going to be just for us because the computer decided to swallow it and poop it out, and I don't know where it went.
Technology, man.
Yeah. Hopefully, I've fixed what was wrong, and we can move forward. So I got to tell you what happened. We put out some videos this past week, and I'm in a Facebook group where we discuss just promotional ideas for podcasting and things like that. And it was the little video with the stick figures, and I posted it, and it was simply like, hey, this is something I'm putting out there. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. And this one girl commented, and she had never listened to our show, but from the video, her assumption was that the show was either A, on domestic violence.
Oh my God.
Or B.
What in the world gave her that impression that it was about domestic violence? Or
B, it was about, like, mental issues. Like,
oh my God! Is that the image we're portraying and we just don't realize it?
I guess so.
Oh my God!
Well, I asked questions, and I was trying to figure it out because I was like, I don't understand. I don't get it. And then I started looking closely at the video, and this is how it starts off. You know, I go, hi, I'm Bob, and I have anger problems.
Oh God, does she think you beat me? And
followed by you, and you say,
I'm Katie, and I take care of the family.
And I think in her mind, she heard, I protect the family from the angry man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow.
So I assured her that it's not about domestic violence.
If anybody in our household is getting abused,
it's the parents.
It's us. Yeah. It's us.
Not unlike tonight, really. What we went through before bedtime.
Oh my God, it's been a hell of a day, man. It's been a day. From start to finish.
So I heard that you had a nice shower while I was at work.
No, I did not. Let me tell you, I was in the shower for precisely 6 minutes.
Were you timing it like a stopwatch?
No, but let me tell you, I do time our son's potty breaks.
Okay.
Because we are trying to potty train these children. So I set a timer on my phone. We started at like 15 minutes, and every so often we add on more time. So now I'm at 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, I have an alarm that goes off.
He's going 30 minutes?
Yeah.
What?
So every 30 minutes, my alarm goes off on my phone, and he knows. He knows what it means. So I was downstairs. I looked at my phone. There was like 8 minutes until the alarm went off. I ran upstairs, brushed my teeth, and then I was like, I'm going to hop in the shower real quick.
Like, see, all right, now let me stop you right there. That is what, if there's single people that don't have kids that listen to our show. I know for a fact they are because I communicate with, just anybody I can. They don't understand what just happened because the only time a single person without kids feels that kind of pressure is they're late for work.
Yeah, it's kind of that feeling when you wake up and you realize like your alarm didn't go off or something, you're late, and it's that panic and the adrenaline sets in. You're like, holy crap, I gotta like get in, get out, get done, gotta go.
I got 8 minutes before the child starts peeing all over the floor. I gotta go brush my teeth and take a shower.
When you make that decision in your mind, like, I'm gonna risk trying to take a shower while the children are awake. Yeah. It's like, it's go time. It's no time to mess around.
It's funny you should say it's go time. So what happened exactly when...
So I'm like right about to get out. And yeah, right as I like turned off the water, the alarm started going off.
Sure.
So anyway, it was right just before my alarm went off. Reagan comes in the bathroom and she says, Riley peed. And I was like, oh, God.
Of course he did. Because he couldn't wait 8 minutes. All I needed was 8 minutes.
Like, see, I'm telling you, every 30-minute intervals, it works. He knew. It was, like, right at time to go pee.
Where's this crazy lazy at with his phone? I gotta pee. Why ain't she in here telling me to go pee? I guess I'm just gonna pee right here.
Well, I get out, and I was like, okay, show me. Show me where he peed. And she shows me right at the doorway between our bedroom and our bathroom, but it was on the bedroom side, of course, where the carpet is. 2 more inches, and he would have been in the bathroom.
Sure.
On non-carpeted flooring. But no, he peed on the carpet. So, anyway, I clean it up. And then she says, no, Mama, there's some over here. Over in front of the dresser.
Another spot.
And so I walked over there. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So I clean that up. I go back in the bathroom. I like put on my deodorant, you know, whatever, get dressed and everything. I go to walk out and the floor is wet. I'm walking, it's just wet. So I get a towel and I start cleaning it up. Mm-hmm. And then I walk some more and it's wet. And I realized, I was like, oh my God.
What are we raising, a camel?
No. So I start following the trail.
Okay.
Cleaning up as I go. This child apparently peed while running all over the upstairs portion of our house.
Was his underwear still on?
Yeah.
So he peed through his underwear.
Yeah. And I guess he just ran as he was peeing. Because there was a trail. Like I said, it started at our bathroom door, went all the way through our bedroom, because the door to go out of our bedroom is on the opposite side, through our bedroom, out into the hall, down the hall, into their bedroom, and like halfway through their room. Yeah. So, like, the whole upstairs is covered in pee. Took me, like, half an hour. I'm down on my hands and knees, feeling the carpet for wet spots, trying to find the trail. Because I couldn't find, it was like droplets, you know? Like, he was peeing and running
Pee
at
droplets,
the same time. Yeah. And there's droplets all over the place. And I'm feeling with my hands to try to clean up all the pee.
Well, it sounds like you had a very exciting day. Well, tonight, our little guy that peed all over the top of the house, he had to poop. And he went to the potty. We had to coax him a little bit, like, please go poop in the potty.
It was a big deal, though, because he's been so much harder to potty train than Reagan has.
But I look at him and I go, you know the deal. If you poop in the potty, you get a cookie.
Something was going on. He was just standing there, like, just holding his butt. And I was like, no, go. You need to go to the bathroom.
So he runs in there. He poops. We clean him up.
He was super proud.
Oh, yeah. So happy he did it. And he gets a cookie. But Reagan wanted a cookie too. But Reagan didn't poop in the potty. And for the next hour, she screamed as she sat on the potty trying to poop. And we were like, baby, you don't have to poop. We got to go to bed.
No, it kind of escalated. She was fine at first. She went and sat on the potty. She was like, by God, I'm going to get me a cookie. She went and sat on the potty, and poor thing, she didn't have to poop. She just sat there, just waiting, just hoping and praying something would happen, because she wanted a cookie. Never poop. And we're like, all right, Reagan, it's time to get ready for bed. And she started to get upset.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, let's go upstairs. More upset. Let's put on your pajamas. By then she's wailing. Like, screaming, flailing, crying.
You would think we were breaking her fingers.
She was screaming. I mean, blood curdling, screaming, I want to go poop. So we're upstairs getting ready for bed. And then we take her to our bathroom and put her on the potty up there.
Still no
and
poop.
She sat there and sat there and sat there. I mean, she was crying, sniffling. And I went in there and I talked to her and I was like, Reagan, do you really need to poop? Or are you just trying to get a cookie? And she told me that she just wanted to get a cookie. And so we're like, okay, well, you need to get ready for bed. Oh, no.
Well, it was trying, to say the least. And then eventually we gave up and we went downstairs and I told her, I said, go poop. She went to the bathroom. She sat down in her potty and I shut the door. Poof. You stay in there until you poop. That's not what I said to her, but I was like, if you got to poop,
sit in there and think about what you've done.
Sit in there and poop. And we turned the TV on and just waited. And she sat in there for 15 minutes?
It was for a while. And then she comes out, completely changed. She's like, Daddy.
And I go, did you poop? She said, I don't have to poop. And I was like, I know.
She just had to come, it had to be under her own terms.
She wanted to make the decision that she didn't have to poop, I guess. Yeah. Now, something I did for her this week. You got her the Cabbage Patch doll baby a while back, and she has fallen head over heels in love with that doll. Of course. Ever since Reese got here, she's wanted her own baby.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to Walmart.
We swaddle her baby.
Yeah, we
her
swaddle the baby.
at nap time and bedtime. She loves
The fake baby. No, I mean, we swaddle the real baby
yeah,
too.
we swaddle the real baby.
But she has to have her baby swaddled. Well, I go to Walmart because I was in there one day and I saw like little strollers that you can get, little girls for their babies. And it's only $10. I was like, I'm going to get it for her. And we had talked about it at some point. Well, I go to leave Walmart and I go to self-checkout. And take into consideration, this is the place where the people never offer you customer service. Like, they don't even want to talk to you.
No.
But I'm ringing stuff up, self-checkout by myself. And I scan the stroller. And the lady comes over and goes, sir, you know that you can't put a baby in that, right?
Oh, my God. Did you just give off that vibe?
I guess. But see...
Like I'm an irresponsible parent.
I'm quick now, on my toes. All this podcasting's got me quick in these comebacks. And I looked at her and I go, what do you mean? You can put a baby in the stroller?
Oh my God.
And she goes, no, it's meant for like toys. And I was like, no, it's not. It's huge. Look at it. And it's really not huge. I mean, like it's tall enough for a 2-year-old to push around. And she goes, well, it's meant for baby dolls. And I go, well, our kid's only like 14 days, so he'll fit in here just fine.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I guess you're right. I give off that vibe of, I don't know, maybe she thought I was like a dad that didn't have, what is it called? Like, custody. And like, I was just going to have the baby for like the weekend and I just went and bought like a $10 child stroller. I don't know what she thought
Maybe
she
she thought you were a newbie.
She had to walk over and say something to me.
It offends me when people like insinuate that I'm like a newbie as a parent. Like I don't know some things.
It happened to you quite a few times in the hospital.
Yeah, well, when you go in the hospital and go to have a baby, it's a common question you get a lot. Oh, is this your first, second, third, whatever? And most of the time, I mean, I don't mind people asking me, but there was this one nurse in particular. She was an older lady and she came in and you and I were having a
Are we talking about Mary again?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Another old lady.
I'm not marking out the name anymore.
But she came in and you and I were having a conversation and I don't know what we're talking about, but I guess something gave off that vibe that we were like first time parents. Uh-huh. And it was just the way she asked. Like she kind of tilted her head and was like, first time parents.
No.
And I said, No. And then that's when we always follow up with, no, we have twins at home that are almost 3. And people go, oh, okay.
And that is quickly followed up by 2 girls, 2 boys. And we go, no, one of each. And they go, oh, isn't that perfect? And I'm like, it's not. It's really not.
Always. I mean, but yeah, like the way she said that to me.
Don't get me wrong. I love both the kids, but,
What? No. The thing I hate. And I don't know if I can speak for all, like, twin parents. I don't know if
it's fine. They give you permission. Go ahead.
All twin parents feel this way, but
whatever Katie's about to say right now, every twin parent you ever meet is going to feel exactly the same way.
I feel confident that at least the majority of them feel the same way, is that I cannot stand when somebody's like, oh, you have twins? I always wish I had twins, or I hope I have twins.
Yeah, that mess is crazy.
I feel like you don't know what you're asking for.
Yeah, that's like...
You have no idea what I've been through.
That's like somebody watching like Nightmare on Elm Street and going, I wish I had Freddy Krueger in my dreams.
Right? Like, don't get me wrong.
No, it's fun to watch, but you don't want to participate in the program.
I will be the first to admit, yes, we are doubly blessed. We feel privileged. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love my kids. But this crap ain't easy, okay? Mm-mm. Nothing about us having our twins was easy. I'm not going to go into detail because if you've ever listened to any episodes of our podcast, you know what we're talking about. It's like
somebody walks up to you and they're like, have you ever juggled before? And you go, no. And they're like, here's 3 chainsaws. Turn them on and juggle. And it's scary.
That's a very good analogy.
And difficult. And if you don't catch the right chainsaw and throw it back up, it will ruin everything. Sometimes we throw our kids in the air.
Oh my God, you saw. Just like we let them ride in baby doll strollers. Like, it's fine. They fit.
This is probably one of the conversations we were having when the old lady came in and she's like, oh, your first kids?
First time parents,
Now, speaking of, having kids already and, just family and whatnot, we recently celebrated our 10-year anniversary.
That we did.
And
I still cannot believe it.
I know it's 10 years.
Oh my God, we were such babies.
And running. 10 years and running.
We were such children.
Hashtag MXPX. Well, something happened, and my memory is not as keen as yours. I took you to San Felipe, which is a Mexican restaurant.
Ooh, fancy.
Because nothing,
went all out for our 10-year anniversary.
You know what? People are going to make fun of us and be like, "Oh my gosh, they went to like a Mexican restaurant for their 10-year." Let me tell you what, that place is delicious, and the customer service is next to none. It's insane.
It was really good.
Did I use that phrase right? Next to none.
Second to none.
Second to
Is
none.
That what you meant?
It's amazing customer service.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're walking up to the restaurant. And we're discussing Sharon Stone's vagina.
No, you were discussing Sharon Stone's vagina.
Well,
I was not even a part. I was trying not to be a part of this conversation.
Why? Because of the family that was walking up?
Because we were walking. Yeah, we were walking through the parking lot, and it's a Friday night, and the parking lot is packed because there's several restaurants all together in a strip, and it's packed. And there's this family walking towards us.
So what?
And you're like, what's that movie, where you see that woman's vagina? And I was like, I don't know. And you didn't drop it. You kept on. You're like, I'm going to call my dad and I'm going to ask him. I think he'll know what I'm talking about. And you get on the phone and you're talking so loud. And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my. And more people keep walking by us.
Does it?
And you're like, hey dad, what's that movie, where the woman was in the interrogation room?
Yeah.
And you can see her vagina.
And my dad immediately goes, Basic Instinct? He knew right off the bat.
There's people looking at us, and I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I don't get it. Why did it bother you so much? Is it the word?
Well, vagina is not a dirty word. In itself.
Vagina's not a dirty word.
But does that mean I want to walk through a parking lot full of strangers discussing vaginas?
You understand that you just named this episode, right? Vagina's not a dirty word.
Be it.
Episode 80. Well, the reason I wanted to ask you is because I don't remember why. Why were we talking about that?
How did we get on that?
Because, there's more to this story, but I wanted to know the story. I obviously didn't just go, hey, you want to talk about Sharon Stone's vagina? What happened?
I remember. Okay, so you bought me a dress to wear for our anniversary?
Yes.
Because it ends up, you had a surprise plan for me other than just going to a Mexican restaurant.
Surprise tacos. So everybody loves surprise tacos.
Right?
There's nobody out there that if you're like surprise tacos, they're like, I don't want tacos. Everybody's like, wow, this is the best surprise ever. Give me more tacos. You got more surprise tacos for me? Because I need a lot of surprise tacos.
So you bought me a dress and you're like, hey.
Sorry.
Stop.
Is that too much?
Oh my gosh. That was a little bit too much. You bought me a dress and told me to wear it for our anniversary. And I was trying to just trust you because I don't wear dresses. But you did a really good job. You picked out this dress. It was the right size and everything. And it was a pretty dress. I was surprised how much I liked the dress. Anyway, so I was wearing a dress.
You said, you expected me to come, give you a trash bag to wear. Here, wear this. It's pretty.
No, I'm just saying I don't wear dresses. So, of course, I'm going to be super picky about the few that I actually wear. But anyway, so I'm wearing a dress and you came around and opened the car door and I was trying to get out of the car.
Romance ninja.
We have leather seats in our car.
Yeah.
And the dress, it was, above the knee. I sat down and the back of my fat legs stuck to the seats. So when you open the door, I was trying to get out.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not the most graceful person to begin with. So trying to get out and not flash my crotch to whoever. And I made a comment about if I was a celebrity right now, there'd be people trying to get a shot.
Oh, and then when you said celebrity and vagina, my brain said Sharon Stone, which is crazy because it's such a long time ago. Now, that's really not a reason to bring it up on the podcast. But
Vaginas?
Well, particularly Sharon Stone's vagina. Not just vaginas in general.
This one specific one.
Yeah, this one specific. Basically, we're talking about Sharon Stone's. That's what we're talking about. Now, the reason that I wanted to find out why we were talking about it is because I listened to Tell 'em Steve Dave like religiously. It's almost kind of scary a little bit how much I enjoy that podcast.
I know.
The episode they just put out, like 2 days after we had that conversation, they were talking about Sharon Stone's vagina. Yeah, isn't that nuts?
How old is that movie, too?
It's from like 92 or something crazy like that. You know, I'm going to find out right now.
So that movie is between 25 to 30 years old?
That might be a bit much. Hang on. 1992.
So it's 25 years old.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like, what are the chances?
That's a bit much. No, it's not, Bob. I know that when we talk about the 90s, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
It was 25 years ago that Sharon Stone showed her vagina to the world.
We refer to the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, to me, I'm just like, oh yeah, it was just like a few years ago.
It's really not.
No, it wasn't.
It's crazy. You know, I saw that movie when it like hit HBO. Which means...
When you were 9 years old?
Well, I mean, in 92, I would have been 7.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking the year I was born, I was 9 years old.
I probably saw it around 8 or 9, because I didn't see it in the theaters if it was in the theaters, you know. And so I probably saw it, like, I think it's like Saturday nights. Was it Saturday nights or Friday nights that HBO would have a new movie?
I don't know. My parents didn't let me watch HBO when I was 9 years old.
I was 7.
Or ever. My parents were super strict about what we watched on TV, like, to the point, like, we had cable, but we didn't have HBO, and some of the other channels, like MTV, my mom got blocked.
That's crazy.
My mom wouldn't let me watch MTV.
So you never got to watch Beavis and Butthead do Cornholio and all that good stuff?
I mean, I did, but, like, that was the main reason she had MTV blocked, was because of, like, Beavis and Butthead.
But you watched it anyways, you rebel.
Well,
you bad girl.
Once, like, whenever I was a little bit older and, like, it was unblocked, or, like, if I stayed with friends or whatever, I would watch it. But yeah, like, she didn't like for us to watch The Simpsons and stuff. My parents were really strict. I didn't watch R-rated movies until I was, like, 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching R-rated movies when I was, like, 6.
No, and even then, like, I remember I wanted to watch The Exorcist. And my mom was like,
that's probably not how you should start out in the world, watching The Exorcist.
And I finally wore her down. Yeah. And there was one night, her and my dad were going out, like, on a date. And me and my sister had some friends over, and she let us rent The Exorcist. So we're sitting there, a room full of us teenage girls. We got our popcorn and stuff. We turn out all the lights.
Wait, hang on. Before you finish that, you grazed right over something that, like, I never would have picked up on, but now that I'm a parent, I do. Your mom didn't want you watching these movies. But all of a sudden, she's like, okay, we'll let you rent it. It's because she wanted to get out of the house, and she wanted to take your dad, and she was like, just rent them the movie, they'll shut up and leave us alone. So
I'm sure that's exactly what it was.
So you turned down all the lights.
Yeah, it was pitch black in the house.
Okay.
We turned on every light in the house. And, like, yeah, but, like, by the time that movie was over, we were literally screaming. And I remember thinking, this is why my mom didn't want me watching this movie.
Mommy was right.
My mom was right.
So you were like, you were what, 14, 15, is that what you said?
I was 15 at least.
And that movie's rough.
It
like,
is.
That one scene where she's like,
I'm like, that movie. Mm-mm.
She's like, F me, and she's stabbing herself in the vagina. We're back to vaginas again with a crucifix. I mean, like, that's a rough movie.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for me, it was like, just another movie.
Oh my God.
I remember watching Natural Born Killers. That's always like my reference of, I can't believe my parents let me watch this. But you know what? I'm not saying that my parents made the best decisions, but I think my dad and my mom knew me, and they knew that it wasn't going to, like, influence the way that I conduct myself. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it has some bearing on how I act today, but not in, like, a super negative way.
Like, maybe that's the reason you have anger issues is because you watched R-rated movies at a young age. Maybe.
But you have also been on vacations with my entire family, and you know that it's the blood and not the movies. So
I remember. I think we've talked about this before.
It's okay. Do it again.
But I remember.
I know you're going to talk about. Go ahead.
I remember the moment I was like, I fit into this family. I married into the correct family.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, I belong here. We had gone to a NASCAR race with your family.
Yeah.
Me, you, your mom,
we're making
a
left turn.
Your brother, your aunt and uncle.
Which, the Bristol one? Tennessee?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what it was. And we were all riding together.
Yep.
In your uncle's truck.
That literally, okay, first of all, for the 95% of the people in my family are fat. And we put all of them in this one vehicle. So it probably looked like a lowrider.
We took up all the seats.
Yeah, we took all of
space.
Them. All the
space. It was all taken.
And not only that, but we all have tempers. So we put a bunch of big people with tempers inside of a tiny little vehicle.
For a long road trip. I don't remember how many hours we were on the road.
Oh, hours and hours upon hours.
Long road trip.
It's like taking a box full of fireworks and just throwing a match inside and shaking it real fast to see if it accidentally lights something. So go ahead. So what happened?
So your aunt and your uncle were having a discussion.
Keisha or Mona? Which aunt?
I don't think Mona was riding with us.
She probably, you know what? She probably wasn't riding with us. So it was Keisha. Okay.
I think so.
What were they talking? If there was, okay, go ahead.
They were having a discussion about something, and I don't even remember. I think it was like if we had passed something.
Uh-huh.
So, and one of them was like, no, we haven't passed it yet. And the other one was like, yeah, it was right back there. Something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, they're bickering and bickering and bickering. And then somebody asked me, Katie, what do you think? Put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I was like,
what do I say?
And I said something to the effect of, well, maybe you would know if y'all wasn't bickering. And everybody was like, oh.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
I was like, mic drop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you did make a good decision marrying into this family.
Yeah, I love your family. I've always felt like, you know, they accept me. And, you know, like I never felt like an outsider. Like I'm a part of this family.
Now, I do want to say one thing that's probably not going to be entertaining or funny, but what the surprise that I had planned for you for our 10-year anniversary was...
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. I knew we got sidetracked.
Yeah. A while back, like maybe even 2 or 3 years ago, you mentioned to me, you were like, on our 10-year anniversary, we should renew our vows.
That was probably before we had kids.
Yeah. And I always remembered it, and I always remembered we're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Well, I just, you know, I had... Years after we got married, you know, it's like things cross my mind of, oh, you know, I could have done this differently or that differently. Loved our wedding. Wouldn't have changed it for the world. It was a perfect day. But, you know, like if we ever decided to renew our vows, like, you know, we might could do something different. And, anyway, yeah. So the thought had definitely crossed my mind about renewing our vows one day.
But not recently because we bought a house. You had another child, like you were pregnant, had a baby, and it was just crazy. Well, I had actually been planning this for a good 2 months.
Well, we had been talking for years about what are we going to do for our 10-year anniversary. Wanted to do something big and special. Having a child was not part of that plan.
Well, it happened, but
ever since I found out our due date was 8 days after our 10-year anniversary, I was like, all I want is to not...
Or 12 days after your birthday, either way you want to look at it.
Yeah. All I wanted was to not be in the hospital on our 10-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he came early, so I was out of the hospital. He was 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
By our 10-year anniversary. So.
Well, we get done eating, and we head back home. And when we pull around the curve to where you could see our house, you just look at me and you go, what the hell is in our yard? And I was like, oh yeah. Romance ninja.
See, like when you go down our street, there's a big curve and you can't see our house until after you come around the curve. And as soon as you come around the curve, our house is like dead center right in front of you.
That's what I just said.
And we came around that curve and I see a crowd of people in my yard.
Yeah.
Just standing there. And there's like lights and stuff. And I was like, what in the hell is going on in my yard?
You just said the same thing I just said.
Yeah, well, I thought I said it better.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I was thinking and feeling. And as we got closer, I realized, I know these people, this is our family. Yeah. What are they doing standing around in my front yard?
Now, what we're leaving out is that my family came over and set up, what is it called?
An arch?
Yeah, just like it's like a wedding arch, and put lights around it and garland and, you know, all the good, to make it look just sort of like a wedding.
It was really pretty.
And
yeah, I knew something was up when I see our kids standing around out there too.
Yeah. And
like Lena, our niece, had Reese out there and he was like bundled up in a blanket and I was like, what is this?
So I pull up to the bottom of the hill by our house, and I get out, and I'm, my thought is I'm going to go over and open the door, and I'm going to walk you up the walkway, and we're going to renew our vows. By the time I open the door, you're in tears.
I mean, I had just popped out a baby 2 weeks prior, and I was so hormonal and emotional. I mean, how many times did I cry during watching America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
There was one episode, like, a couple days right before that. How many times? I cried 4 times. 4 times during one episode. Been a little bit emotional.
Yeah. But we did it. We renewed our vows. It was beautiful. Our family did a great job.
There's a video of it on Facebook. I think I posted on my personal Facebook page. And it's just a short video of just the actual us saying our vows. Mm. And by the way, like, your dad is the one who, he was the officiant.
I recall, yeah.
And then it comes time to say vows, and he turns to you, and, like, you start talking like you have, like, this whole thing prepared. And then it's my turn.
Sure did, baby.
Then it's my turn. I don't have anything prepared because I didn't know this was happening. So I had to come up with vows on the spot.
Yeah.
And anyway, in the video, like, while we're saying our vows, Riley is in the background, and he's just going, "Look at the clouds! Look at the clouds!"
It was good, though. You did a good job. You did a real good job. It takes a lot. We're going through a lot, but we're making it happen,
It takes a lot to stay married 10 years.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of
or really any amount of years, but.
Yeah. It takes a lot of support. Like, not even just us, like, support from friends and family, Patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. You knew it was coming, guys. You knew it. We don't run ads, but we just do our thing every episode. So if you would like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show, and you can become a member of the patron community for Bob and Katie for as little as $1. Tell me some things that cost $1. What's something you can get for $1?
Anything in the dollar store.
Anything in the dollar store. And what normally happens with those things? They break, right? They're junk. They're garbage. But they're $1, so I keep going back there and buying more of them.
Because it's only $1.
You can't even get 10 chicken nuggets for $1. They're $1.49.
That's still a pretty good deal, though.
But if you sign up to be a patron at the Bob and Katie Show, you get episodes, bonus episodes, lots of them. And that's hours of entertainment for $1. And until we run out of the limited edition, you hear that, limited edition Patreon stickers that, that we made specifically for.
They're limited edition because they were expensive.
They were expensive. You sign up, you get one for free, so to speak. I mean, like, you got to pledge your $1.
You pay us $1, but.
Like, we're going broke doing this because it's literally going to cost us more than the $1 that you sign up with to get you the sticker. But we want to do that for you. We did that specifically for you. Yes, I'm talking to you. They're not going to answer me back, I guess. Anyways, patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. I'm going to go ahead and thank you up front. Thank you.
Thanks.
We've got some new music for everybody this week.
Oh, we don't.
Well, we didn't. I'm putting it on our show. So, I mean, yeah.
We didn't make it, though.
I'm providing.
We can't take the credit for that. We didn't make it.
No, because it's actually pretty good. So
it's really good.
That's how you can tell I didn't make it.
It's really good. And it's all girls. Girl power, man.
I thought you would like that. So, we are featuring a song this week by the band Reason Define. And like Katie said, it is all girls. It's really good. Women. I don't want to get them mad. Ladies. Classy ladies.
We've never met them. They're probably classy, but can't really vouch for that.
But I'm sure
they are.
We're gonna play their new single, Kingdom. They've got a brand new album out called Far From Strangers.
And they're from North Carolina, right?
Charlotte, I believe, is where they're
fellow
from.
North Carolinians. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
You guys need to hang around after the show, listen to the song. You can buy it on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all those places where you can buy music at. But you should definitely give it a shot.
We even let the kids hear the song.
And Reagan loved it, yeah.
Yeah, she did. And because we told her it was all girls. And, like, she's really into, like, whenever she sees, like, female singers, she really digs it. Because she likes to sing. Like, she sings all the time. So it's like she relates. Especially, like, if she sees a little girl singing. Mm-hmm. She's like, she's like me. And she'll tell me. She's like me. And yeah, we told her it was all girls, and she just like, she was like grinning. Yeah. And Riley, he went running through the house, and he's like, I love this song. I love it. So.
Well, there you go. Reason to find if your target demographic is 2-year-old twins.
I seriously doubt that's their target demographic.
Nailed it.
But our kids really liked it.
They did really like it. And they're probably like, you shouldn't let your 2-year-olds listen to this song. But no, it is really, really good.
Riley also claimed that he really loved, it was a Weird Al Yankovic song that he heard the other day. He was like, I love this song.
Why wouldn't he love that song? Any song that Weird Al Yankovic writes is
They
genius,
love
genius.
the Howard the Duck theme song. They love the Ghostbusters song.
Of course, our kids are going to be awesome.
What's that Gummy Bear song? Oh my God. That's like the most annoying song ever, and they love it.
See, what had happened was
they're like, what is this?
I have Weird Al Yankovic as a station on Pandora, and that Gummy Bear song came on.
Of course, because it's weird.
Yeah, you're right. It is weird. But anyways, right after we close the show, the song's going to play. You guys check it out. I personally have a favorite part. After the first, verse.
It's like a breakdown.
It's not a breakdown, but, they go into, what I'm assuming is drop D, because it didn't sound like it was super low like C, but it got almost real southern, metal sounding for a second. And I was like, this is good. It's good.
It was a really good song. So, I really liked it.
Hang out, listen. You can go to reasontofine.com. I'm sure they've got Facebook, Twitter, all the normal.
Did you post something on our Facebook page?
I will. I'll link to it on our Facebook page for sure. You should go like their page and tell them Bob and Katie sent you. Yeah, I know. So you ready for some? Oh, and by the way, Savannah, thanks for communicating with me and working all this out. But you ready for some Bob O'Clock news?
Always. Welcome to the Bob O'Clock news.
We're going to do it old school.
What does that mean?
It means you're going to have to guess.
Oh, God. I'm so bad at that.
But it matches what's going on right now, or what you just went through. I think you've got an advantage for sure.
About pee?
What?
Like urine?
No. The Bob O'Clock news is about pregnancy.
Oh, joy.
Since we're still fresh. Okay, here we go.
It is fresh. Between my bra and my underwear, I have padding everywhere.
Yeah, there's all kinds of padding.
There's things leaking
juices
everywhere.
And
it's
just
disgusting.
Gross, yeah. Okay, New Hampshire recently passed a law that accidentally gave pregnant women the right to do this.
What?
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
A, own illegal exotic animals.
What? Own?
Illegal exotic animals.
Okay.
B, commit murder. Or C, sell their baby on the black market with no penalties. And converse.
You said B was commit murder?
B was commit murder, yes.
Oh, jeez. I just don't even know where to begin. Illegal exotic animals?
And you can ask questions and I'll answer them to the best of my capabilities.
Like a cheetah?
If a cheetah is an illegal exotic animal, I think that's a fair guess.
I'm really not sure what exotic animals are illegal and what are not. We don't even have a dog right now.
There's hundreds of pregnant women running around in New Hampshire with cheetahs right now. They got to get that stuff under control.
So, what would happen, once you give birth? It'd be like, all right, it's no longer okay.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the cheetah now.
It was all right before, but now the baby's here, you got to get rid of the cheetah. Yeah. Huh. Well, and one commit murder. Is that murder of anyone?
Yes.
Jeez, because, it could be a touchy subject there.
Sure, I get that.
Wow.
Yeah, not just, you're talking about abortions. I'm talking about murder of anyone.
It's okay. Just for a pregnant woman just to walk around
they can kill anybody.
Knocking people off left and right.
And not go to jail. You're just walking down the street.
Trend among pregnant women,
they're just running around yelling, "Vagina's not a dirty word."
Every pregnant woman would be a hitman for hire. Because it's okay. It's okay, everybody. I'm pregnant.
That would be freaking horrifying if pregnant women were allowed to murder people. Because it would happen.
Be let's take pick the most emotionally unstable people and just make it okay for him to kill people. No, the human race would not survive.
Or they could sell their newborn baby on the black market with no penalties.
Horrible. I hope that that's not. Oh my God. Which I guess, is that worse than murder? I don't
know. I did say accidentally. They accidentally passed the law. So it's not like somebody was like, we need to make it okay for women to sell their babies on the black market. That's not what happened. You know what I mean?
Like, how does that happen? But how do any of those happen by accident, though?
Well, that's for you to figure out. That's how the game goes, lady.
I don't even know, like, how do you even sell something on the black market? I wouldn't even know how to go about that.
I know a guy.
Like, do you have to know a guy? Can you just, go on the internet?
Definitely.
And just...
Yeah, I got a guy, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
The guy I got, he accidentally, like, he all the time, stuff falls off the back of trucks, things like that,
So these aren't your typical run-of-the-mill things you can buy on Craigslist.
Yeah, not at all.
Like a kidney.
Hey, all kidding aside, I took out all my...
God, I thought you were going to say, I bought this on the black market.
Yeah, this thing over here. No,
These action figures all came from the black market.
No, I got to put up all of my collectibles because we have the room up and going. And you see, I got Rick Grimes over there and the rock and roll of the punk rock zombie. I bought those from a flea market for $10 a piece. I saw them like, these are great. And then it was like a week later, I saw on Facebook where those toys were getting released in like a week. And I'm like,
yeah.
Well, whoever sold me this must have found this that fell off the back of a truck somewhere.
Yeah.
And he had a whole bunch of stuff like that, just like new electronics and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That black market.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, so what's your answer? Just let's throw out a guess. Let's talk about it. Come
on. I'm gonna go with A, with the illegal exotic animals, because I kind of hope that that's really the answer.
In New Hampshire, a law was passed, but it was not the right to own illegal and exotic animals.
Not even by accident?
Not even by accident. And it was not to sell your baby on the black market.
What if you accidentally acquire an illegal exotic animal? Like, maybe you didn't know?
You gotta get rid of it.
Like, how do you go about rehoming an illegal exotic animal?
I don't know. Let me talk to my guy. He can fill us in. But no, they passed a law that would allow pregnant women to murder people with no penalties, immunity, basically.
Oh, like how? How did that happen?
So this is what happened.
How did pregnant women get singled out when it comes to murder penalties?
They were updating a law that would affect people, like if you're pregnant and someone kills you.
Yeah.
If your baby was over 20 weeks, they would count that baby as a person. So you would get double homicide. So it was basically like if you kill a baby over 20 weeks, it's going to count as homicide. And then it says, with the exception, or if you kill anybody over 20 weeks, it'll be counted as homicide with the exception of pregnant women and or their doctors. I'm over 20 weeks. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So the wording was so vague that you technically could kill someone if you were pregnant over 20 weeks and get away with it. So they realized this a week after the law was passed and quickly had to make changes.
So in that week, did anybody pregnant women go around killing people?
No, but that would have been amazing. Wouldn't it have been like, oh my goodness.
That would not have been amazing. You're talking about people dying.
No, I'm not talking about the fact that someone died. I'm talking about we'd have stuff to talk about on the show. Don't look at me like that. I'm here to entertain.
Oh my God.
Okay. We've come to the point where it's time to close the show. And I did a little interview that we're going to close the show with. Some special guests. Very special. And if you wake them up, we'll kill you.
I think we should tell everybody the scenario of what was going on in our house.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's probably going to sound really crazy.
If you haven't guessed by now, it's my son, Riley, and my daughter, Reagan. Our son.
It was like ours.
Yeah. You
could be taking all the credit now.
For this one, I take the credit because this is
the elder McKnight children.
Yeah, the older boy child and girl child.
So I was cooking dinner and I was cutting an onion and I only used half of the onion. The other half I put in a Ziploc bag, which I usually do.
Sure.
and I was going to put it in the refrigerator. Well, I didn't seal the Ziploc bag, and I'm cleaning up, and this Ziploc bag with half an onion in it is sitting on the counter, and I go to grab it, go put it in the refrigerator, and there is a cricket inside of the bag on the onion.
Yeah.
And I freak out. And I screamed or something, and you asked me, you were in the living room, you were like, what's going on? And I was like, there is a cricket in this Ziploc bag. Our house, by the way, like, I think a cricket had babies in our house.
There were little tiny baby crickets everywhere.
We keep finding crickets in our house. So anyway, the kids saw me freaking out, and they heard me telling you what was going on. Mm-hmm. And then you started talking to them, and hence the conversation that ensued.
So have fun. Here's the tiny little interview with the kids, and then stick around right afterwards for Reason to Find and their new single, Kingdom. See you next time, guys.
You're not going to be seeing anybody except for me.
Get off my back.
This is a podcast, Bob. It's purely audio.
Tell Daddy what was in that bag. What was in that bag?
A cricket in the bag.
A cricket? What else was in the bag?
I know. There's one in the bag.
Was there an onion?
Yeah.
Was the cricket trying to eat the onion?
Yeah.
Do we eat onions?
Yeah.
Do we eat crickets?
No.
Why not?
Them yucky. Yuck.
They're yucky. You don't want to eat a big old cricket?
Yeah. Them got legs.
They do have legs.
I got legs too.
So you don't eat things with legs?
You don't eat crickets.
We don't eat crickets, huh?
You don't eat spiders.
And we don't eat spiders? Yeah.
No.
What else don't we eat?
Spiders right there.
Where?
No.
There's not a spider down there. Do we eat candy?
No.
Why not? Why don't we eat candy?
Just eat candy away.
Do we eat gummies?
Mm-hmm. Eat gummies.
Well, you know gummy is candy.
Gummies, candy for the gummies.
Yeah. Do we eat cupcakes?
Mm-hmm. No, I eat cupcakes.
The cupcakes are good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we eat salad?
No.
Yes, we do. You ate salad for lunch.
I can't.
Remember?
Just eat that way.
Do we eat jelly beans?
No.
You don't like any kind of beans, do you? I bet if you saw a jelly bean, you would eat it.
They go down on the iron.
Are you still talking about the cricket?
No.
Yes, you are. The cricket was on the onion.
It's not in the bag. What's in the bag?
Yeah, the cricket got in the bag with the onion. What did Mommy do with the bag?
Put it away.
She did what with it?
He put it in the trash.
She did put it in the trash.
Where'd it go? Where's the cookie go? It's in the trash.
Yeah, he's in the trash. Do you want me to get him out?
Mm.
You want to eat it?
No.
Why not?
The onions on it.
Yeah, there's onions on it. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Where's on the cookie? The onions on the cookie. The cookie's in the bag.
I need you guys to help me with something. Come here. All right, listen to me. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say, find your laugh?
Find your laugh.
Find your happy.
Find your happy.
Thanks, buddy.